Welcome to the Coffee Club, broadcasting live from New York with your host, Felix, and co-host, Dr. Mark. So let's have a cup of coffee and enjoy the show.
There is no heaven. There is no hell. There is only this world and its dark reflection. And we do not know in which of the two worlds we are.
Geronimo! Jericho is alive, and we are live from New York. My name is Felix.
And I'm Dr. Mark, but why on earth would you begin the show like that?
Well,
you say Geronimo, people are going to think we're talking about Native Americans.
Well, Geronimo, just an expression. It's good news. There was news that Jericho, who was the
brother.
Well, actually, he was an actual brother. He's like a blood brother. It seems like they misstated it. He's not his actual brother, but the way some of these lines act, they act like they're brothers, and.
Like you and me?
Yeah, exactly. It was reported that he was killed.
You're definitely the black sheep of the family. You know that, don't you?
Who's the black? I am?
You, definitely.
Anyway.
Now you're a goat.
Oh, that's right. How do you do a sheep?
Bah.
Bah. Anyway, so it was reported that he was killed, and since Jericho took over. Watching over the
Cubs.
The Cubs, they were really worried now what's going to happen. And then, as it turned out, a day later, Oxford tracked him.
You know, I have a question.
Yep.
Cecil was a male. He was taking care of the Cubs. What did he do? Divorce his wife and take the kids?
Basically.
How did he do that?
I don't know. In lions,
men have been trying to do that for years.
Yeah, I know. But lions are smart. The lions do the house chores, and the wives go out and hunt.
What world are you living in?
In the lion world. But anyway, so Oxford went ahead and found that he was they were tracking him. He was moving around the park, as always. And then they even took a picture of him to prove that he was still alive. But
I think you have to clarify. When you say Oxford, you mean Oxford University from
University
England. There's Oxford Insurance, you know.
Oxford University, who has a GPS on a lot of these animals, a lot of these lions to track him, was able to track him after his reported death. And also, they took a picture of him and to show that he was alive. For the doubters, it looks like somebody did poach a cat out of the park, out of the reserve or whatever they call it, a park sanctuary, but it wasn't him. And now that I'm being told they're looking for another doctor who poached another lion out of that reserve.
And there's also a woman hunter that they showed her online. Forgot her name, but some sultry, sexy-looking huntress, if you will, with the skins of one of the animals that she killed. I believe she lives in Africa as well.
Well, listen, I don't agree with hunting unless maybe, I guess, when it's for conservation reasons and stuff like that, when there's overpopulation of animals. But if you are going to hunt legally. There are other countries, such as South Africa, that have farms that grow animals just for the purpose of hunting. Is it right? Not really, but at least it's not against the law.
You know what that reminds me of? The turkey farms that they have around Thanksgiving. Remember when Sarah Palin was pardoning a turkey when she was running for vice president?
No.
And in the background, they showed a turkey being led to the slaughter.
No, I didn't see it, but
Actually, we shouldn't talk that way about her. If the Donald becomes the Republican nominee, he's thinking of naming her to his cabinet.
yes, the interior secretary of his bathroom.
I don't know about bathroom. The interior secretary would make more sense, I believe, since she comes from the wild, so to speak, Alaska.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I think Donald was one of those moments where he didn't want to insult any Republicans, which is rare.
Did you hear? He's not even going to take part on Wednesday in the pre-debate warm-up because he wants to keep everybody guessing. He doesn't want to tip his hat, so to speak.
Really?
Tip his hand.
Good for him. Let him keep.
He knows everybody's chasing him.
Yeah. Most of them are afraid to chase him for whatever reason.
I think so, too. I think because they don't know what he's going to do or...
Yeah, well, the thinking is that he's going to be another 999 or Russ Perot, who started to shine in the beginning but then dwindled.
Well, but Ross Perot ran as a third-party candidate, and that's what allowed Clinton to sneak in, and defeat H.W. Bush.
I agree, but I'm saying he's not just saying he's going to not be a viable Republican candidate that'll actually come out and be...
Well, he hasn't as yet made up his mind because, like he said, why should I? I'm in the lead. He doesn't have to make decisions like that. And let's face it, the election isn't until a year and a half away. If he was to say he's going to run as a third party, then all this business about being in the debates means nothing because he's going to stay in anyway. He did call, who is it, Ted Cruz and Rubio, the ones who met with the Koch brothers over the weekend. He called them a bunch of idiots and fools, because they're chasing the money. Because he's self-funded. He
doesn't have to chase money. Money chases him.
Well, that's what he'd like us to believe anyway.
Well, let's say he's worth a couple of $1 billion. That's all that really matters. We could run for president too if we had that $9-10 billion.
It's true. Although there is really, look, he released a set of numbers. No one really knows what. He's got a lot of money. Okay. How much of it is fluid and liquid, I don't know. He's got a lot of stuff tied up in real estate.
I really don't care.
Neither do I.
He's got money. More than us, and he wants to run for president.
I have an idea for you.
Yeah.
You are an esoteric minister, correct?
Correct.
I think you should lend your services to the Donald as his spiritual advisor.
Well, Donald, you have to give me $1 million once every other week.
No, don't be a chaza.
Okay, $1 million a month. Sorry.
A couple of $1,000s a week is enough.
Yeah, that would be more than enough. It's like winning the lottery. Anyway, so there is another doctor now, as I said before, who they're looking for.
This one, they haven't released his name, have they?
I don't know. We'll find out.
There goes Felix, the statistician here when it comes to the online guru.
Hey, here you go. Another doc that comes right up. Another doc that kills the lion and... Okay. Well, let's go see what the Zimbabwe government says. The safari operator, of course, is going to be... Okay.
Wait. There was a third name when... Just go back.
Well, another American illegally hunted and killed a lion in Zimbabwe several months ago, authorities said Sunday. and an international outcry over the U.S. hunter accused legally killing the well-known, of course, Cecil. This American was identified as Jan Casimir
That's what I said.
Seski.
The name was listed, but you skipped over it.
Well, I'm looking at it.
Well,
Of Murraysville, Pennsylvania, by the Zimbabwe National Parks and Wildlife Management Authority. Its statement said Seski killed a lion with a bow and arrow in April around Zimbabwe Heritage National Park. Anyway, so the doctors are getting bad names. He's also a big active game hunter. What do they say? What kind of doctors? What kind of doctor was he? I don't know. He's an oncologist. Seski, a gynecological oncologist.
oh my goodness.
Who directs the Center for Bloodless Medicine and Surgery at Allegheny General Hospital.
Cancer specialist.
Jesus. As I said,
You say, how can a medical person, especially a doctor, I mean, look, let's face it. Everybody hates dentists because all they do is inflict pain. But I mean, how can a doctor who takes the Hippocratic Oath to do no harm simply go out there and just hunt animals? And it's not even a hunt. It's more like a setup, I mean, they lead the animal from wherever it is, and they give the guy a bow and arrow or a gun, and they say, here, go shoot him.
Yeah, listen, if you really want to go hunting, there are, believe it or not, hunting farms in Texas. Let's say one over here is called, I don't want to advertise for it, but it's called Law Creek. Exotic hunts, reservation hunter.
No, you know what they do in Texas? You talk about hunting farms?
No, they have, what they do is they bring in animals from Africa and they grow them on these...
You're missing the point.
What?
The point is, you patrol the borders in Texas, you're given a rifle, and you're told to shoot illegal immigrants when they come over. It's like when you go to the amusement park and you shoot the ducks, and then you win a prize, a stuffed animal or something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Texas is notorious for this crap.
No, but these hunt farms, as they call them, or whatever you want to, what they do is they bring in endangered species from Africa, and they just grow.
No, but if they're endangered, they got to be protected.
They somehow bring them in, and they multiply like crazy in Texas. And these guys are endangered, or
that's because Texas defunded Planned Parenthood.
You think so?
Well, they're voting on it tonight.
Yeah. But anyway, so you can go there and you can hunt for a lot of animals that you can't, that are not even allowed. You're not even allowed to hunt in Africa.
For those people out there who are rather literate and enjoy reading, there's a novella, a long short story called Leiningen versus the Ants. Or maybe I have the wrong title. But it's about, there was, I think it was an Alfred Hitchcock story where it goes back to Old England. One of the manor homes. This guy was a big game hunter, but he got tired of hunting animals, so he hunts humans.